You're coming in, you're explaining what, why, how, when. Don't forget that. You gotta remember to do that, okay? What, why, how, and when. You come in, wash your hands, 30 seconds. Remember that you have to wash your hands for a full 30 seconds, okay? Full 30. After you do that, you explain why you're doing it. Why are you doing what you're doing? I'm helping you with self-care. I'm going to teach you some different techniques to help with conserving your energy and to make putting on clothes a lot easier for you, right? That's the why, okay? And the way that we're going to go about it, go get that mirror for me. The sliding mirror in class, please.
Actually.
Shirt, right hemi, left hemi. When I say right hemi, left hemi, what does that mean?
That side is affected.
That's the side that is.
That's the side that's affected, right? Now, if I say right CVA, left CVA,
The opposite side is affected.
okay. But this one, it's right hemiplegia, left hemiplegia. So you got to listen to that.
So that's the side
Everybody
that's
got it.
affected.
So practically, I'm doing what? Giving you the side that's affected. I think people are already doing it. They didn't ask. No, I'm saying people are already doing it. They didn't ask, but they doing it.
Oh, my bad.
They gonna post it on Google?
Yeah. You're good, man. Just
Yeah. Okay, so here with your patient, I'm gonna start off with right hemiplegia, but you'll do the same thing if they was a left hemiplegia, okay? So with the right hemi, pull over shirt. Who gonna be my patient? The thing about it with the pullover shirt, you want to have it where it's face down. Okay, everybody got it? So it's face down. The tag is going facing down. Okay, Miss Evans, you mind sliding this mirror over here for me? And the purpose of the mirror is so your patient can catch and see if they have any wrinkles, if they make an error. So you want them to see themselves and they are better able to correct versus you having to correct it for them. All right, so Miss Blackwell, here's your shirt. What I want you to do, your right hemiplegia, so use your left hand, left hand as much as possible. Make sure your tag is facing down like mine. You see how my shirt is here?
So, Ms. Jones, do we need 2 of everything? If we're going to
I
demonstrate
still
with
have
the
the bucket
patient?
here.
Okay.
I'll still have the bucket of clothes.
Okay.
All right, you got it face down. Okay. All right, so what I want you to do is grab your right sleeve with your left hand. Sorry, open it up. I apologize. Open it up here and kind of grab it up here. Your left hand, bring it all the way up your right sleeve. Got it? Kind of crunch it up there, or bunch it up, I should say. All the way to the sleeve, to the opening. You got it? Okay, so what I want you to do is bring that sleeve over your right hand. Bring it all the way up past your elbow, because then it makes it a lot easier for you to pull the shirt over your head, okay? Try to kind of, you see how I got it here? Kind of have the opening at your shoulder. Okay, so now what I want you to do is kind of bunch it up again here, and with where your head goes. You got it? Put it over your head.
Don't worry about it here. We're going to dress grooming in another session.
All right. Now, put your left arm in. Got it? Okay. Now, just bring it down to where you don't have any wrinkles. Need me help you? Help you. Oh, miracle. Any wrinkles? It's tight. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You probably, I don't know. Okay, no wrinkles, guys. Okay, I'm sorry. Her shirt look. Okay, I know. Now, you wouldn't have your patient having her sleeve like that, of course. Okay, y'all work with us. Okay. All right. So that's donning your shirt. How was that? Wasn't too bad. Okay. Not too bad. Okay, good. All right. So
Business.
okay, are you good? Okay, cool. Now I'm gonna show you how to take it off. Okay, I know that was a lot of work, right? So now what I want you to do, you grab it by your neck with your left hand. Just kind of grab it here and scrunch it all the way up or bunch it all the way up. Yeah. Okay. So now what I want you to hold on, let me get mine again. I got my too many clothes.
Will the patient have on clothes?
Huh? When you're simulating, yes. Yes.
No, you coming naked today. Or you coming naked that day at school?
Like, say we're
You
doing-
coming naked that day.
If you're simulating in the gym, yes, they're gonna have on clothes and you're gonna be donning clothes over their clothes.
So it really
But-
start with the exercises.
Right, when at that point, yes. But I mean, when you're teaching them and they're doing their ADLs in their room, then no. Because if you're working on getting them dressed, then no. But it is times where you're simulating dressing.
Discharge.
There's certain instances where you're donning clothing over clothing.
I would say it's up to the patient, really, if they feel comfortable.
There's certain instances where you're
Yeah.
donning clothing over clothing. Yes, ma'am.
You know, the techniques of like how to put your bra on and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
You're not learning that now, but we're still learning.
Right.
Still work.
Right. Okay. All right. So you good there? Okay. So now what I want you to do is just pull it over, and I'm choking myself. Pull it over your head.
No, that was a soft one. Yeah, I can imagine.
Okay. All right. So now you want to take your left arm out first. Left arm out first. When you're doffing, it's always the unaffected first, and then now take your right arm out. So donning, the affected side is first. Doffing, the unaffected side is first. All right. How was that? Not too bad.
Okay, I have a question.
Okay.
Let's say when the patient go home, they're at home by themselves and they want to put on a pull-on shirt. How Deja had a problem getting it over her head and you had to assist her to pull the well, once she got it over, you had to assist her to pull it down. And Deja had a hard time reaching back there. Let's say you have a patient like that that's going to be at home by herself or himself and they want to put on a pull-on shirt and they have that problem. That's when you implement the dressing stick.
Well, it's other type of equipment that you can give them to use, yes, or like I just did, I assisted her with it. But it's not just a dressing stick, it's other things too that's on here that you can show them to use to help them to pull it down, to compensate for the lack of it. Okay, that's one way. Okay, The other way that you can teach your patient to don is to scrunch up the neck, put the neck on first, and then put the arm through, the right arm through, and the left arm through. Okay? And I like to give them options. You want to give them options because they may like one way versus the other. So you don't want to just give them one choice. You want to shake that mouse for me, please.
How would they get?
Too late.
Okay, if I put it on my head first, I get my right hand on my right hand. How do I get my right arm up and through here?
So you can have it here.
Oh, I use my
Because depending on if they're spastic anyway, or even flaccid, of course, if they're flaccid, it'll fall. But you can do it that way and just kind of have it there. And it's here. But me personally, I like the other way that I just showed you over this way.
Do we
Yeah,
need
that
to
seemed
show-
easier.
I
But
think-
when you're
but-
like that close against gravity, it's harder for you to
to do it, right? But like I said, you still give them options, and not just give them one way to do it, because you never know how that person put on their clothes when they were at home prior to the injury. Okay, because you do have some people that put it over their head first, and then they go in and put their arms in thereafter, right? So you want to make it at all times comfortable for your patient. So you can give them that option of that, and just kind of see which one they like over the other. But that's doing a pullover. Okay. Always address the affected side first when you're donning. When you're doffing, the unaffected goes off first, and then you take off the affected side. Okay.
So I know you said give them options. So during the actual practical, do you want us to go over like 2 different options for each piece of clothing?
Well, it depends on if there's another option for it.
Okay.
So for the pullover, you can, of course, I want you to do the one that I just taught you how to do. But then you can go into, okay, Miss Blackwell, another way can be us doing it with putting it over our head and then putting our arms in. Do you think that'll be an effective way for you to do it? Or a much easier way for you to do it versus the way we did? I like this way. Okay, so let's keep flowing with this way, right?
Okay.
But you still want to tell them that there's another option out there and what it is. Okay? But that's the pullover. And that's, again, for a right or a left hemi. Okay? Now, we're going to be a paraplegia. Y'all didn't shake it. Oh, you missed it. Okay? So for a paraplegia, so you have it where the patient is going to be a right hemi, left hemi, and a pair. For this, with a paraplegia patient, your back needs to be against the wall. Why? Because of trunk instability, right? And you don't know what level of injury that patient may be, right? So you don't know if they're a T5, T4, or whatever. So if that's the case, they're higher up. They're higher up in reference to their injury on their back, right? So they really and truly need that back support. So if the patient is a pair, you always want their back against something. Everybody got that? Okay? All right. So with the patient that's a pair, with donning a pullover, I mean, they have usage of their arms, right? The biggest thing is what? Balance
Trunk
and
stability.
the stability piece of it, right? So, again, with this one here is no right or wrong way to really do it. The biggest thing is to making sure that the patient is keeping their balance and having the trunk support, right? Okay. So, Ms. Blackwell, today we're going to work on donning a pullover and taking it off. And the main reason why I have your back against the wall here is for stability. Okay. I noticed that when you are putting on your clothes that you tend to fall and everything. So with that, that's why I have your back on this wall here. Okay, for stability. All right. So it's really no different way to put your shirt on. With this, I just wanted you to have some back support here. Okay. So what I need you to do is just put the shirt on. Okay. The biggest thing is when you're putting it on, what I would like for you to do is when you put it on, I'm gonna put this on and I'm gonna put it over my head. Okay. Try to keep your back on the wall here. Okay. You can do it how you usually do it. And I just put it on here because I want to show you the biggest thing. So with that, stop there for me. When you're pulling your shirt down, lean over to the side and have your elbow straight and go here and pull it down. Okay? And then you're going to lean over to the other side to pull the right side down. Okay? So the biggest thing is that you're holding your balance while you're pulling your shirt down. Okay? And keeping it elbow straight, because with that gives you better stability. Okay? Good job there. Good job. How was that? Not too bad? Okay. Now, what I want you to do, because you have to take it off now, right? So with that, I like to say you can lean forward here and still keep that stability, right? And I like to teach the patients to crunch it up in the back still, even though you know how to take your shirt on and off, but that just kind of gives you more access to it. You need me to help you? Okay. And it's okay for you to help your patient because you still encouraging them to do what they can for themselves. Yeah. You still encouraging them to do what they can for themselves, but you still can assist them. It's not like you're doing all of it. You know what I'm saying? So now, you got it off? Okay, go ahead. How was that? Good. So with the pair, it doesn't matter which arm they take off first or anything because it's not an affected side up here because it's their legs that's affected with a pair. Everybody got it? So the biggest thing is when is that trunk stability. So when they're bringing their shirt down, is leaning to the opposite side while they're pulling the other side down and leaning to the other side and pulling that shirt down. Everybody got that? And that's a pair. Okay? So the biggest thing is trunk stability and trunk support with this wall here. Okay? If I had her there, what could happen?
She fall
over. And then that's a what?
injury.
Fall risk, but not only that, it's an injury that's going to happen, a grievance you got to write up, possible lawsuit, all of that, right? Because now the patient is a what? Not only a spinal cord injury, but now a what? Head injury.
Yeah. TBI.
So now you got a traumatic brain injury and a SCI patient on your hand. That's a lot, ain't it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So that's a down in a pullover with a left hemi or a right hemi and a pair. Okay. Questions on that?